monitors just fine.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Anthony, great touch on the 16-footer. Anthony's got 13 points. The Cavaliers leading by 7. James in the post, covered by Anthony. Lets it go from 11, and again it's LeBron James.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Irving kicks to Love. 11 feet away, and that's good for 2. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Yeah, Clark, the threes really weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easy ones go down can get your offense back into a groove.
Back to Anthony. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Shumpert. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he put on a highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
It was a fireworks display. He nearly tore the hoop down with a couple of those slams multiple times.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. Lindsay Acey out there with Bargnani. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Anthony, and it's Galloway at the 1.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. 11-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, and you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
Anthony with the bucket.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good. You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs. But injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
The dish to Hardaway. Anthony drives in. Good! Anthony's got 17 now. And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
Pass to Ace. He kicks it to Hardaway. They double hit with James. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 7 on the buckets from Anthony.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Wallace with it. AC on him. Fades away. And again, Kevin Love. Love's got 8.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
New York calls timeout.
Kevin Love, I think, solidifying his place last season among the best players in the world. A first-time starter in the All-Star game, and incredible numbers. 26 points, over 12 boards a game in the regular season.
And New York making a change here. Calderon's checked in. outside Hardaway. He feeds it to Anthony. Shoots from the baseline, and he gets it to go. Anthony's got 8 here in the quarter.
And GM's agreeing, voting Kevin Love the top power forward going into last season. He did nothing to dissuade him. I mean, he's a great scorer, and he's been in the top 3 in rebounding for 3 of the last 4 seasons.
And they double up James. Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Kevin Love. He talked, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, and especially when you pair him with good. Good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. James with it. He's got 21. The kick out to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. Back to LeBron. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Bargnani passes to Hardaway. Makes it off the glass. Hardaway has got 4 points in the quarter.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Varejão dishes to LeBron. Irving with a clean look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Calderon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Bargnani. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here's Hardaway. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Hardaway has got 6.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
James kicks to Dellavedova. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Knicks trail by 11.
Just a lot of disappointment for the Knicks last year and their fans, as many were hoping for them to challenge for the East title, but it just never came together. A fragile line between being a playoff team and not.
Calderon has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Calderon's got 7 points for the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 8. The drive by James. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Anthony at the pass to Hardaway. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Well, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. Second in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers, the top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team, and when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
And the Knicks last season had some strong runs at times, but a slow start to the season, Steve, put them too far in back of everybody else.
Well, you kept waiting for them to catch up, but as you said, their sluggish start did them in, and they had to work overtime just to get back into the playoff hunt late in the year.
It's stolen by Calderon. Smith outside. Larkin kicks to Calderon. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Thompson with the ball, and Smith with the stop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.